Oh, hi. Thank you for watching this video. My name is Ashton. Instead of writing everything you need to know in this description on Upwork, I've decided to create this video. I think it's fun and it's easy. So, talking about this, I'm going to try to keep the video short so that way you get the best out of it. So, this task, it's about research slash data entry type of work. So I'm going to do one or two examples so you can get the idea very quickly. So here you have basic information. Here it's most 99.9% is copy and paste right here. Everything here is yes and no answers. Here you need to add the numbers. So it's fairly simple task. I'm going to show you how to do it. So there will be websites. We'll be providing websites, a few websites like this. I would say less than 10. These websites here, you will find company names. These are the companies. So the websites will come here. All the websites will be providing you. It will be maybe 10, hopefully less. Here, and then you have the company name. These are the company names right there. Some companies, like this is this website. Other websites you may find it different UI, different interface or different layout, but when you get the idea, it will be fairly simple for you. So to show you an example, this is one website. If you look at this website, obviously the company name is here, and then the start date here, stuff like that. So it's a same concept. Right there you have the company name. Obviously these guys have their logo. You have the description right there. So in this example you have the company name and the starting date, and obviously the link is the clickable link is actually embedded with this description somewhere here. So let's do it this one, so that way you get a good idea. Now website, this is the website, copy and paste, company name right there, ICO start date. ICO start date is this. Oh, my tongue is twisting. All right, connections. So when it comes to connections, there will be a list of connections. A sheet will be provided. So here you will find all the companies and investors. Here you have all advisors, and then here you find media. So I've actually copy and paste. So this sheet will have maybe 10 or 15 of them right there, and then companies maybe about 30 maximum, and the media will come to maybe 15 or 20. I just copy and paste. As you can see, it's a repeated. This is an example, but in actual sheet, when you guys accepting the work, obviously I will have a proper sheet. So just to remind you again, in the companies maybe 30 or 35 maximum, and advisors there will be 20, and then media will be 15. Even if it's more, if it's more than that, I'll let you know, but I would say that's the estimate at the moment. So the companies can go up to 40. If that's the case, I will put a note on the description. Now here, these are the three options. So let's do an example. So the first thing you need to do is you need to click on this. Obviously keeping this page, you can just click a new tab. If you have a Windows or a Mac, you can click Command or Control with the click. It goes to the next page. Unfortunately, there's no direct link to go to this company. You need to go to, I mean, this is their system. You need to basically, you have to go there and then type right there in website. Oops. Now we are on the company page. So we are in this Kasha page right here. So all you have to do, now we need to match these. We have to just check this information. If this information or these companies or people or media is listed in this company somewhere. So the the way you do it is quickly scroll through the page, or the first page. As you can see, you can find some information up front. Boom, CoinDesk, business, Outlook, and stuff like that. So imagine if CoinDesk is listed here. Imagine CoinDesk is listed here, right there, CoinDesk listed. So all you have to do, here you have media, CoinDesk. I have to apologize. I'm sorry guys, I have to apologize. I said it before, have a yes and no here. I do apologize, it's not yes and no. It's gonna be, you have to basically copy and paste the company or the person name here. I do apologize, I actually misunderstood that bit. Yeah, so all you have to do, you need to paste here whatever you find here. If you find it here, you need to put that name down. So as you can see, we found NASDAQ. Yeah, so I think NASDAQ should be here. NASDAQ not there, but it will come. NASDAQ is a big media place. So now we go to investors and advisors. Now we're going to go to investors and advisors. So let's scroll it down just to look for their team, advisors. No. All right, so it's not here. Maybe it will be under About Us. Let's go to About Us. See if they have the advisors and supporters, like the companies, investors. Oh, you go. Here you go. These are core team, so we are not looking at them. We are looking at advisors. So these are the CEO and founders and employees and CFOs and stuff like that. We are not focusing on them. We are looking at advisors. There you go. Now here's the thing. You will provide a list here. So all you have to see if these names appear here. So let's look at it. Well, you guys will get used to it. If you're doing it for the 10th time, if you're doing the 10 website or a 15, you're gonna get familiar with these names. That will get easier and easier. There will be another shortcut where you can just copy and paste this name quickly, and then you can do find here on the page if this name is there or not. If this name is in the list, it should show on the search, and that way you don't have to look through everything. You can quickly look for it. Give an example. Let's say, assume here we have someone like Vijay or someone like that. I saw some name called Vijay, I think. Not Vijay. Let's say Alex. So assume that we have someone called Alex. All you have to just do, copy and paste. There you go. So I'm sure you guys know about this small basic trick. It's not a big science. It's not a big technical thing. So that's the idea. So you have the advisors right there, and then match if the advisors appear here in their website. If yes, put that name right there here. So if you happen to find few of them, you list it there. Investors, the same story. I don't think I have to repeat this. So the same thing. You look for these companies and see if there are any companies are listed here. But here in this example, this is a little bit of a I have to tell you here. So as you can see here, National Bank of Belgium, MIT, and the Apprentice. These logos belongs to these guys. These are not supporters of or investors of it. It's an advisors. So in this one, it's not really a good example, but usually at investors or supporters, yeah, here you go. It will appear here like this. Usually to say investors or the partners is not really the right keyword. It should be supporters or investors, and then you will find all the investors. I'll show you now. I'll show you maybe another example. like Kyber network. Kyber network is fairly straightforward. So obviously the one I picked is not a good example. So let's look at the Kyber network. So we are looking at advisors now. Obviously this is the core team. We are scrolling down. All right, advisors right here. All right, there you go. Advisors start from right there. So as you can see, we'll just go here. Let's this guy, have a look at it. Copy and paste. All right, this guy is there, and then obviously this is the Kyber network. Kyber network. Obviously, whatever the space, and try to keep a one gap between the one company and another, so that way it will be clean and tidy. So the next one, I assume this also happened to found from this particular website. We actually found it from there itself, right there, right here. So now we are in this page, so we just fill that in. Oops, here, an ICO. Obviously, this ICO is finished, so I know them, so that's why I picked it. Now advisors, as you can see, this advisor is right there, so you put that advisor name, which is this guy name. Yep, and so on and so forth. So all these people, look for it. I'm gonna close that. Look for it. If they have it, just paste it there. And the next, it's about investors. There will be a few investors. Look through investors and find if those are present. So here again, these are media. You will find Forbes. So obviously we have Forbes right there, Forbes, and then in that case you just copy and paste Forbes. Now we are looking at partners. Obviously, again, they say partners. It's kind of like investors, but the partners / investors. So if it's easier to have partners, we just put partners, just to avoid the confusion. Right. All right. So that's how it is. So as you can see, you will probably find Pantara, Finbush. These are these companies are listed here. I'm not gonna show you. Obviously, I know these companies are here. So whatever companies, let's say Pantara. Let's look for Pantara Capital there, and I'll paste it here. So on and so forth. So that's the idea. Okay. And the next bit. Now moving on to this bit. So next bit, you need to probably have this apps downloaded onto your desktop. That way that way will be the good way to doing this. So make sure to download the Telegram app and the Slack. So if you have a Mac or a PC, you can download these two apps into your desktop. That way it will be easier for you to do it. You can use an online version. Sometimes it may not work. Having an application downloaded into your computer is advisable, however it's not necessary. So let's do an example here. So the good thing about this particular website, you don't have to look for the links. So for example, Slack, okay, so the Slack, they don't have Slack, but the Telegram, what we're looking at here. So in Telegram, now we need to look for how many members in that Telegram group. So that's the idea. So here you click on the chat, and if you already have the desktop app, it should show how many members. I think you don't have to. Okay, all right. So in this case, you don't have to have the desktop app, but if you have it, you'll be able to find it. But this is the number we are looking at, 1,240. So don't open. 1,240. Yep. So that's the number. Yeah, so the next bit is about Telegram. Sorry, that's Telegram. The Slack members. Obviously, there's no link to the Slack channel here, right there. In that case, you can go to the website. And usually, this is the Slack logo. This is the Telegram logo. Slack and Telegram. Let's look at the Slack. And all right, okay. So they actually stopped their because they're saying this is growing network, so they don't have it. Slack. If you happen to find they don't have the information, just say NA. You can just put it here, NA. So it's, just leave that. You can find any information. So let's do this Kasha. Here you have the Slack and you have Telegram. So let's look at Slack and find out how many members they have it. Okay, so in this case, here you need to have your Slack download. So the best way to do it is just put a fake email address. If you already have your Slack reinstalled, it should automatically open this on your Slack, and then it will show you how many members you got. We are actually trying to do it. Okay, so username. All right, let's say ABC123. Okay, so we're in looking for the members, how many members we have. Okay, so it's look like no one online. So unfortunately, they don't have much community. All right, here we have offline 48 people, online 5. Yeah, so altogether it's 48 plus 5, kind of like 50. You don't have to get the exact number. So here we are looking at like maybe like 53, but let's say 50. Okay, so here right there, Slack members is 50. And let's look at the Telegram. Obviously we don't need that. Telegram app. $216 members. I think you don't need to have the Telegram app installed. Slack is what you need. 216. All right, so the Google News. The Google News is it's very simple. All you have to do is just put this company name on Google and see if appear as a news. As you can see here, there is appear here Google. So all you have to do appear top stories, and then you just copy paste that appear in top stories like that. So let's look at Kyber network. Don't put the Kyber network the whole thing, just use the name itself, just Kyber. Oops, Kyber. As you can see, Kyber, there's nothing appearing as on Google News straight away. So you say NA. Let me do another one with the Google News. How's our timing? I hope I'm not taking too much time. Here, so let's do this one. And this is the global GBX. Again, this looks like a name altogether. The reason why I didn't pick the Kyber network itself, because the network is the domain name. .network is the domain name. So the Kyber is the name. So you got to be a little bit, know what you're looking at. So here Kasha, obviously we have looked at it already. So here just copy that bit and then put it in Google and see if that appears in Google News. As you can see, it's nothing appearing. So that's how you do it. So I think you got a fairly good understanding. Let's do another one. Bankara, if appear in Google News. So the Google News, it should appear here like a top story. For example, if you put Elon Musk, it always appears as top stories. There you go. So this is how you need it. Sometimes you don't necessarily have to have like these, but the other one we saw at Kasha, it's fairly it's more than enough. So Kasha here right there, it appears on top stories. So that's how you do it. So you will have a list of data you need to verify, and then put their names and companies and stuff like that, and then you need to gather how many members and how many are they appear in top stories, and then how many members in the different the social communication channels like Telegram and Slack, and then having the company name and the website and stuff like that. So I'm not going to do another example right here, but it's a fairly simple, like I think in this website it goes directly to the company rather than having to go 2 steps. It goes directly. So this is the company. You copy this bit and put it right there as a new company, and then the BankX is the company name, and obviously the date is November 16. Okay, so that starts in, it's today. This starts today. So today is 14th October. Like that. And then the idea. You go to their page, look if there's advices. Obviously the team has to be an advices and support and stuff like that. This is a core team. We have to look for advisors. Tech team. They have a very big team. Where's the advisors? Okay, there you go. It's in the first actually. So these are the advisors right there until here. Is all advisors. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 5, 6, 7. So these 7 advisors. See if these names are appear in our list. So that's it. So I think I took over the time that I expected. All right. So you get the idea, and again you get paid per each finding. So that way it's kind of a fair how many. So it's up to you how much you want to work on and how much you want to basically continue on. So there's no limit. We can just the faster you find, the faster the more money you make. Okay, so thank you again. If you have any questions, drop me a message on Upwork. Thank you.